Most freight brokers are leaving money on the table every single week and they don't even know it. They are losing time on load boards, overpaying to consolidated small shipments, and turning away freight they could actually move if they had the right partner. Today we are talking about the segment of freight that most brokers underestimate and the platform that is changing how it moves. So welcome back to your Bestie in Freight. I am your host Lida, and this is where we get real about logistics, freight, and building businesses that actually work. So today my bestie is Barry Hale from Expedite All, America's largest small truck network with over 10,000 cargo vans, box trucks, and straight trucks nationwide. So Barry, thank you so much for joining and welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
So Expedite All is built specifically for the freight brokers moving time-sensitive, small and high-value freight. And you done it with 98% on-time delivery record. How did you get into logistics and how you end up being in Expedited All? I would love to know the story.
Yeah, I've been in logistics for a long time. In the non-asset based, like here at Expedite All, for about 7 months. But I got into the into the logistics business. I was actually a traffic manager for a farm equipment machinery
Oh, wow.
distributor. Um, Years ago, I had some inbound routed out of Wisconsin down to the little distribution center that we had in Arlington, Texas. Freight kept getting tore up, just tore. And when you're tearing up farm machinery, you're trying to tear that up. It's hard to tear up.
Yes.
So I had repetitive damages on this one particular vendor. So I called the delivering terminal, a company called McLean Trucking Company, which you've got to be older to know who McLean was, but they were a big carrier at one point in time, the fifth largest in the U.S. To be honest with
Oh,
you.
wow.
And so I go meet with the terminal manager. I say, look, if you'll just load this product perpendicular to the trailer, not down the side of the trailer, it won't tip over. We won't have the damage, and we'll be good. So I spent a little bit of time with the terminal manager on the dock, and as we got done, he was like, "Have you ever thought about getting in the freight business?" And I hadn't. Um, so that's how I started. I started in operations. Was in operations. Dispatch, line haul dispatch, nighttime dock supervise, inbound, daytime dock, all those things, and then got into sales and into corporate sales about 1988, I think, and have been in the corporate arena and the 3PL arena ever since.
Nice. So, Barry, most freight brokers hear small truckload and think it is just a niche corner of freight. But from what you see every day, how big is this market actually, and why are brokers sleeping on it?
I think it's all about well, number one. I don't know that we know where the bottom of the market is for small trucks. I think there's so much misuse of the wrong type of equipment. Um, it's large. It's really large. I think it's a misunderstood segment of the marketplace. Certainly, um, a lot of the business that we haul, um, uh, we're given air freight service on it at ground rate at ground pricing, right? At ground speed at air freight speed practically. But the equipment utilization side, I think brokers just get lazy. I think they get in a groove. They would rather do a consolidated truckload rather than run a straight truck. When a straight truck may be more cost effective, certainly it's a more safe and secure environment from a
Yeah.
damage aspect. And
Yes.
with us, with our extensive vetting process that we use before we bring any driver into our network, um, we're all about fraud prevention.
Nice.
May cost you a couple of more dollars to ship something on us, but you've got the peace of mind of a good solid carrier under your load, so to speak.
Yes. So tell me about Expedite All. How did it start? And because building the largest small truck network in America doesn't happen by accident. And what does it mean, largest small truck network? How does it work?
Well, we've been in business, I believe, 13 years. We were started by a gentleman, much like I think you may have started over here. Guy came over, was a driver from Ukraine, had a truck or two. Soon discovered that he was better at the back office function of things than he was driving the truck. So that was the very genesis of how we started. He had some trucks, put them on the street, got some drivers, got some more drivers. As we've grown, uh, into what we've become. I mean, we're just starting to hit our stride a little bit as a company. I mean, the sky's the limit here, I think, on where we could grow.
I agree. So Barry, so basically you have network of carriers, or it is all your trucks?
It's a network of carriers. We don't have any trucks. We don't own any trucks. Uh, like I mentioned earlier, we've got, gosh, it's growing so fast. I'm gonna tell you, close to 14,000 trucks in our network now. Um, both dry and refrigerated. All small trucks, from box truck to cargo van, box truck to straight truck. We offer dry and refrigerated, both both sides of the coin there. The uh, the vetting process that we have takes about a month for once a driver determines that they want to sign on with us. It takes about a month. We do thorough background checks. We know everything that we need to know about a driver that we may put under a load. We've got some proprietary software and app that they have to carry. They have to be accessible 365, or let us know that they're, offline or whatever, to participate in our network.
Yes. So the platform is built specifically to replace the load board process for this type of freight. So walk me through what that actually look like from the moment a broker has a load to the moment it gets booked. How different it is from traditional load board.
I think the speed is one thing that makes it different. I mean, we've got we've got three ways you can book a load with us. You can book on our proprietary portal, which is really handy. You can phone a quote in, or you can email us. So
Okay.
once you request a quote, pieces, weight, dims, normal things, OD pair. Once you request a quote and our quoting team receives that, you'll receive a message back immediately. Quote received, in process. Next thing you'll see is we've either got a truck we can put under the load, or we don't. If we have a truck to put under the load, you send us the rate confirmation in, and then we book the truck, tell you when the truck will arrive at the pickup, and the communication string begins.
Yes. So if I am a freight broker who moves straight truck, box truck, or sprinter van loads, instead of me posting on load board, right, I can reach out to you and you check with your 14,000 network of
Absolutely.
carriers.
Nothing that we do touches a load board.
Okay.
Nor will we provide a rate for a shipment
Yes.
unless we have a truck for the shipment. There's
Yes.
no quote you $1,000 and then we spend an hour and a half looking to source. None of that. We'll tell you if we've got a truck and here's the rate, or sorry, we don't have a truck. We'll keep looking to see if we can find one.
Yes, perfect. So as a broker, how do I sign up for your platform?
It's pretty simple. You would contact me or Expedite All. We've got a little forwarder agreement that you would sign, and then we would go through just the onboarding process. If you wanted access to our portal, we'd have a short presentation of how to access the portal, how to request a quote, what some of the different things inside the portal mean. because
Yeah.
you can do all things in our portal. Request special services, lift gate, inside delivery, debris removal, any of those things you can do right in the portal.
Nice.
But it doesn't take very long to get signed up.
So if there are multiple carriers for one load that you have, how do you choose which one to give? Is it only the pricing or there are other criteria that you check?
That's a really good question. We normally take the best price, most competitive price.
Nice. So you have 98% on-time delivery, which is a serious number. How do you maintain that with over 14,000 trucks and brokers across the country?
Actually, it's a little higher than 98 this year. It's a little over 99. I know where you got that information, but it's a little better than 98.
Oh, wow.
It's by monitoring. It's it's monitoring our loads. We're very stringent on our pickup time. We can be late. We can consider a load late if we're outside. If we're 15 minutes late to pick the shipment up, even though we pick it up and we run it down the road,
Mm-hmm.
we'll consider that a failure internally. If we tell you we're going to be there at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m., and we're there at 1:20, that's a failure for us. So there's a saying with shooting a rifle: you aim small, you miss
Mm-hmm.
small,
Yes.
right? So you focus on the detail, and the big number comes into focus much more succinctly than if you're just shooting at the target.
Yes. So you have a real-time tracking that updates every 15 minutes. Instant AI-powered coding, a broker portal, API integration into TMS system. That's a lot of tech for carrier network. Why was building the tech as important as building the carrier network and
You
trust?
know, these days, I'm not a tech guy. I know we talked the other day, and I'm not a tech guy. I
You are a
I'm really
sales
not.
guy. Mm-hmm.
But when it's undeniable that, I mean, tech has found a place in our business or in our industry for sure. So I think it's important that what I like about our tech is we've developed it all in house. It's our own. It's our we're not paying a fee to anybody to manage it or upgrade. It's ours, and uh it's in my opinion just exactly what you need. It doesn't offer 500 options that no one selects.
Yes.
It's very succinct to what we do. Did we pick it up? Where is it? Has there been a problem?
Mm-hmm.
When's it going to deliver? Did it deliver? Who signed for it? And kind of get a copy of the delivery receipt.
Nice.
That's so I think our technology is just spot on for what we do, and we can actually update faster than 15 minutes if you want. Some people find that a little bit too often,
Mm-hmm.
but most of the people that ship that I deal with, every couple of hours is fine. But every now and again, you get something. I mean, they've got to know. We haul some sensitive things, and we need to know where they are.
Yes.
So, and inside our portal, there's a little map that you can look at, and it'll actually show you where the truck is, what city he's in. It'll tell you how fast he's driving.
Nice. So, who is a perfect broker for Expedite All right now? What does their freight look like and how much volume they need to have?
You know, I mean, you're thinking that I'm going to tell you that we need a couple hundred shipments a week to be a good customer for us, but that's not necessarily true. We need a customer. We're looking for customers that appreciate the total value proposition that we put on the table. Not some cheap rate all the time, quality service, world class communication. Is to answer your question, I would think if we had somebody that was 25 shipments a week, somebody that really wanted to partner with somebody that paid their bills. Let's not forget that, right?
Yeah.
Somebody that pays their bills timely. Um, and someone that's I think sometimes coachable. I mean, you can put 3 shipments on a straight truck if you wanted to, and stop them along the way. You don't have to put that on 53.
Yes.
So I know I've struggled with finding people to coach. Um, People never seem to find time for change. And then those that don't, change eats them alive, and they come to the party too late. I think there's definitely some change going on now in the marketplace with these small trucks, for sure.
Being coachable and open to changes. So, for a broker listening right now who has been consolidating small loads into LTL or scrambling on load boards for expedited freight, what is one thing they should do this week to fix that, other than reaching out to you?
I don't know. I think sometimes just slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Slow down. Um, be more intentional. People get so busy that it's request in, request out, request in, request out.
Yes.
Um, and I think they overlook the free consulting that people like myself or our other VPs here at Expedite All, Mike Ernst, our president. I mean, very, very knowledgeable uh, and willing to help.
Yes.
But we can't fix it if we don't know. So I think that somebody has to be curious. There's not a lot of curiosity in the broker world. In the direct customer business, there's some curiosity about carriers and different ways of doing things. But again, brokers, margin fast. And I think they get left behind sometimes with that mindset.
Yes. You mentioned about brokers paying on time, what, of course, one of the requirements. Do you work with freight brokers who use factoring companies or just self-funded?
I don't know the whole answer. I would surely think that as large as we are, we've got some factoring people in there, but self-funded is the way to go.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I think for everyone.
Yes, I totally agree with you, Barry. So I wanted to quickly mention my sponsor. This episode is sponsored by Digital Permit Book, the smarter way to manage your tracking compliance. No more paper, no more chasing permits, no more last-minute scrambles. Digital Permit Book keeps your fleet organized, your drivers moving, and your operation protected. Check them out and let them know that your bestie in freight sent you. It is digitalpermitbook.com. And I would love to ask you some rapid fire questions. No overthinking. Are you ready?
All right, let's go.
So, load board or dedicated network?
Dedicated network.
Cargo van or straight truck? What moves more of your freight?
Cargo van for sure.
Speed or price? What do brokers actually care about more?
Price.
Real-time tracking or relationship with your carrier? What builds more trust?
Relationship with your carrier.
Fix the freight market or fix the tech? What moves the needle more?
Fix the freight market.
I love it. You did amazing, Barry. Very fast, and thank you. This was such a great conversation, and what you have built, I think, is really valuable for carriers. And of course, for brokers, you already have so many trucks on your network, over 14,000, that it will be very easy to cover freight. And for carriers, it's easy to not go and search load board and call, right? Get ignored. So that's amazing what you are doing. Thank you so much. And if you want to connect with Barry and Expedited All team or get set up on their broker platform, I will drop the information here, or you can find Barry on LinkedIn, right? Barry Hale.
You can find me at LinkedIn. I'm probably the only person on LinkedIn that's got a picture with my fishing pole in my hand, but that's me. And you can catch me at Barry at expediteall.com, and I'm happy to talk. If you've got an idea, want to bounce something off of me, if I don't know the answer, I know somebody that does. So just reach out, and we're not going to bite. a pretty good little carrier, and I think it's a chance to get in on the ground floor, something that's going to grow and eventually be a real force.
Yes, I love it, Barry. Yes, Barry is very approachable and willing to help and talk, so reach out. And if this episode hit home, please subscribe, share it with a freight broker who might have expedited freight and who needs to hear it, and leave us a review. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next one. And Barry, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.